Hi dear students, I am your Srinivas sir from Sri Sai Sadbhavana School. We are studying, that means we are studying that sixth lesson, teeth and dental care. Teeth and dental care. In that, I completed the first page, that is page number 45. In the second page, 46, we have to move about the crown and root I have explained. Now we will move to the layers of tooth. Layers of tooth, I have already explained that singular form is tooth, plural is teeth. Singular form is tooth and the plural form is teeth. Here they have taken the only one tooth, so it is called as layers of tooth. Just look at the textbook, page number 46. I am reading enamel. The crown of each tooth is covered with enamel, which is very hard and shiny. It acts as the tooth's bodyguard. It protects the inner part of the tooth. It protects the tooth from decay. Enamel is made up of phosphorus and calcium. Next come to dentine. Under the enamel lies the dentine. It makes up the largest part of the tooth. It is not as hard as enamel. It is like a bone which supports the enamel. It is made up of calcium. Pulp. Pulp is found inside the dentine. It forms the central part of the tooth. It contains blood vessels, nerves, and other soft tissues that deliver nutrients and signals to the teeth. When you bite a cold soup of ice cream, fall or hurt a tooth or get a cavity, it is the pulp that hurts. The pulp sends messages to the brain about sensation. The pulp also contains the tooth's blood vessel, which feeds the tooth and keeps it alive and healthy. Next come to cementum. The pulp goes all the way down into the root of the tooth, which is under the gum. It makes up the root of the tooth, which is anchored to the jawbone. It is light yellow in terms of color and is usually covered by gums. So this much is about the tooth. Now we will study or learn what are each in brief. Enamel. First come to the enamel. If the tooth is like this, if the tooth is like this first part is called as the enamel. So this part is called as the enamel. What we have seen on our teeth, this white part, that is called as the enamel. It is very strong. The crown of each tooth is covered with the enamel, which is very hard and shiny. Very hard and shiny. For that purpose only we have to brush it, because for the purpose of shining. Otherwise, if something dirt will sit on the tooth or teeth, it makes dullness. So for that reason only we are cleaning it by every day. For what purpose? Not only for the shining purpose, to remove the germs, in the teeth or tooth. It will come in the next. So first we will study about this enamel. Enamel is the hardest part of the tooth. Hardest part of the tooth and the outermost part of the tooth. It is very hard and shiny. It acts as the tooth's bodyguard. Tooth's bodyguard. This acts as the tooth's bodyguard because it is very, very hard. It protects the inner part of the tooth. Inner part of the tooth is some soft in condition. So this enamel protects the tooth. This is the main tooth. So this enamel protects the tooth. It protects the tooth from decay. Decay means destroying. What is the meaning of decay? Destroying. Enamel is made up of phosphorus and calcium. By which material this is made up of? Phosphorus. PHOS, PHO or US. phosphorus and by calcium. Calcium and phosphorus. This enamel is made up of calcium and phosphorus. So this is about the enamel. Enamel is the crown of the tooth. Crown of the tooth which covers the and protects the teeth. Protects the tooth. This is very strong and it acts as the bodyguard of the tooth. Bodyguard of the tooth, and it protects the tooth from decaying. Protects the tooth from decaying. This is the function of the enamel. This is the function of the enamel. Once again I will read. The crown of each tooth is covered with enamel which is very hard and shiny. This is the crown. What we call it as crown. Crown means kirita. What we call in Kannada it is kirita. That is the topmost layer. Topmost layer of the tooth. It acts as the tooth's bodyguard. It protects the inner part of the tooth. It protects the tooth from decaying also. Enamel is made up of phosphorus and calcium. Next come to dentine. Here they are given, this part is called as the dentine. This part is called as the dentine. What is the function of this? Under the enamel lies the dentine. It makes up the largest part of the tooth. This is the largest part of the tooth, the dentine. It is not hard as enamel. That means as hard as the enamel. Comparing the hardness, this is very smooth. Comparing to the enamel, this is smooth. It is like a bone which supports the enamel. It is made up of calcium. This is also made up of calcium. So what is dentine? Under the enamel, under this enamel, this dentine is present. Okay, it makes up the largest part of the tooth. This is the largest part of the tooth. It is not hard as the enamel. This is not hard as the enamel. This is also made up of calcium. It is like a bone which supports the tooth. It is like a bone which supports the enamel. Sorry, not the tooth. Supports the enamel. Supports the enamel. It is also made up of calcium. Next come to pulp. Pulp is found inside the dentine. Here they have given pulp. Below this, in the dentine, this pulp is present. This is the pulp. This is the pulp. It forms the central part of the tooth. It means central part. This is the central part of the tooth. It contains blood vessels, nerves, and other soft tissues that deliver nutrients and signals to the teeth. From the teeth also, the signals are transported to the brain. So here also nerves are present, which sends messages to the nerves as well as messages from the brain to the tooth. Once again, tooth is a living thing. That means it consists of cells and everything. It also needs food. So it also consists of blood vessels. Which supply food to the teeth. Nerves and other soft tissues that deliver nutrients and signals to the teeth. When you bite a cold scoop of ice cream, fall or hurt a tooth or get a cavity, it is the pulp that hurts. That means when you bite a cold scoop of ice cream, that means pulp feels that one. How that our tooth become like that, what we call it as very cold. That feeling is felt by this pulp, not by the enamel or by the dentine. That feeling is felt by the pulp. Next, and if anything hurt, your teeth is broken or anything hurt, when you fell down, your teeth will break down. That is the pulp get damaged. The damage of the tooth is not the enamel, not the dentine. That is the pulp. It is the pulp that hurts. The pulp sends messages to the brain about the sensation. What we are eating, either it is cold or hot, the sensation is given in the form of messages to the brain. The pulp also contains the tooth's blood vessel which feeds the tooth and keeps it alive and healthy. That means this pulp also contains the blood vessels which supply oxygen as well as the food to the tooth. Because tooth is also a living, that is alive. Tooth is also a like of one organ. Like one organ, it also needs oxygen as well as the food for its growth. Food and oxygen for its growth and for its living. So there are some blood vessels which supplies food as well as the oxygen to the teeth. The pulp also contains the tooth blood vessel which feeds the tooth and keeps it alive and healthy also. Next come to cementum. Next is the cementum. The pulp goes all the way down into the root of the tooth which is under the gum. It makes up the root of the tooth which is anchored to the jawbone. It is light yellow in terms of color and is usually covered by gums. See here they are given the root or cementum. Here this cementum is that line, this type of line which will takes this into the jaw, that is jawbone. Here this jawbone here, it anchors. What is the meaning of anchors? Holds. Anchors means holds into the jawbone. The teeth are holded by this jawbone. They have fixed into the jawbone. That means anchor. What we call it as anchor. So this is the work of the cementum. The pulp goes all the way down into the root of the tooth, which is under the gum. That is, this is called the gum. What we have red color, that is the gum. Inside below that gum, this will go inside, that is cementum, and fixes with the jawbone. Fixes the teeth with the jawbone. It is light yellow in terms of color and is usually covered by gums. That gums covers this one. What we call it as gums, red color. That gums is covered this cementum. So this is about the layers of tooth. Next we will move to types of tooth. Next come to types of tooth. Here all the tooths are not in the same. So they have different in structure, different in function, everything. So we will study what are the types of the tooth and what they do the function. That means what they perform, for what purpose they are using, either for the cutting or for the chewing. We are using them. Let us study here. Types of tooth. Each type of tooth has a slightly different shape and perform a different job. First one is the incisors. They are given here the figure of the tooth. First one, what we call this as the incisors. I will read first, afterwards I will explain. Incisors are the 8 teeth in the upper front and the front bottom of the mouth, 4 on upper front and 4 at front bottom. They are shaped like tiny chisels with flat ends. These teeth are used for cutting and chopping food. They are usually the first teeth to erupt. Canines are the 4 teeth and the next ones in order to develop, 2 at top and 2 at the bottom. These teeth are pointed and sharp. They help tear food. Next comes premolars are the 4 teeth on each side of the mouth, 2 on the upper and 2 on the lower jaw. There are 8 premolars in all, which are also called bicuspid teeth. Premolars are bigger and stronger. They are used for chewing and grinding food. There are 8 molars, 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. They are wider and stronger than premolars. They work closely with the tongue to help swallow food. Third molars are commonly known as wisdom teeth. These are the last teeth to develop and do not erupt until the age of 18 to 20 years. Some people never develop third molars at all. The third molar may cause crowding and may have to be removed. So this is about the types of tooth. Now I will explain one by one. Types of tooth. Each type of tooth has a slightly different shape and perform different job. That means they are different in shape. Slightly, not so much. There are slightly different and they do some different jobs. First one comes the incisors. What we have here in the front, they are called as the incisors. There are 8 teeth in the upper front and front bottom of the mouth, 4 on upper front and 4 in front bottom. That means 4 in the upper jaw as well as the 4 in the lower jaw. They are shaped like tiny chisels with flat ends, like this. Tiny chisels. What is the meaning of chisel? Chisel is the instrument used by the carpenter to cut the wood, to cut into 2 pieces. To cut the wood into 2 pieces in the same way. These incisors work. Incisors work. How many are there? 8 teeth in the upper front and front bottom of the mouth. 4 on upper front and 4 at the front bottom. They are shaped like tiny chisels with flat ends. With flat ends. That is, they have flat end. I will write bigger figure like this. What is the function of this? That these teeth are used for cutting and chopping. Cutting purpose as well as chopping to tear. We will use this. Okay. They are usually the first teeth to erupt. They are the first teeth. In the formation, in the beginning, these are the first teeth to start. While growing, these are the first teeth grows in the man. Next come to caninis. Are 4 teeth and next ones in order to develop. That means after these incisors, these canines are grow, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. These teeth are pointed and sharp. They help tear food. These also helping in the tearing the food. Next, premolars. Premolars are the 4 teeth on each side of the mouth. That means this side and as well as this side. 4, 2 on the upper and 2 on the lower jaw. 2 on the upper, 2 on the lower, ear 4, 2 on the upper, 2 on the lower, ear 4. Total 8 premolars are there. There are 8 premolars in all, which are also called bicuspid teeth. We call them as the bicuspid teeth. Premolars are bigger and stronger. They are used for chewing and grinding the food. These are used for chewing as well as grinding the food into very small pieces. Okay, here only we are grinding the food inside the mouth, not here. Whatever we are doing by this, we are just cutting. But just take a cake piece and just what you will do here, you will cut it and once again you will send that piece into inside the mouth. There it starts grinding. There it starts chewing or grinding starts inside the mouth here. Next come to there are 8 molars. Next come to the molar, 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. See here they have given molars here. In the last, they are called as the molars. 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. They are wider and stronger than premolars. They work closely with the tongue and to help swallow the food. That means after grinding, what we have to do, we will swallow the food. We want to swallow the food. These molars help along with the tongue to swallow the food. Next come to the third molars. We call them as the premolars. Next, third molars are commonly known as wisdom teeth. These are not grown in the early stages of the man. That means in the below 12 years or 13, 14 years, there is no third molars. They grow after 18 years only. They grow after 18 years to 21 years. They are known as wisdom teeth. They are also known as wisdom teeth. These are the last teeth to develop and do not erupt until age of 18 to 21 years. That means they are grown after 18 to 21 years. These are the last teeth that has grown in our body. Some people never develop third molars at all. That means some people, due to the heredity, they don't get this third molars. The third molar may cause crowding and may have to be removed. While growing, there is no place for them to grow. At that time, we have to remove them. Otherwise, we are getting pain here. We are getting the pain, so they have to be removed because there is no space to grow. They are growing on the other tooth. So what the doctors do to avoid that thing, they remove safely, they remove this tooth. That is the wisdom tooth. So this is about the types of tooth. Types of tooth. Once again I will read. Incisors are the 8 teeth in the upper front and front bottom of the mouth. 4 on upper front and 4 at the front bottom. They are shaped like tiny chisels with flat ends. With flat ends, these teeth are used for cutting and chopping food. They are usually the first teeth to erupt. That means they are the first growing teeth in our body. Here they are starting. Here or in the top or in the bottom, they are starting. These are the first teeth that grows in our body. Next come to canines. Canines are the 4 teeth and next ones in order to develop, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. These teeth are pointed and sharp. They help tear food. Premolars are the 4 teeth on each side of the mouth, 2 on the upper and 2 on the lower jaw. There are 8 premolars in all, which are also called bicuspid teeth. Premolars are bigger and stronger. They are used for chewing and grinding food. There are 8 molars, 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. They are wider and stronger than premolars. They work closely with the tongue to help swallow the food. Third molars are commonly known as wisdom teeth. Here they are golden. These are the last teeth to develop and do not erupt until age of 18 to 20 years. Some people never develop third molars at all. The third molar may cause crowding and may have to be removed. Overcrowded, what we call it as crowded. Here they have given crowding, that means overcrowded. Here there is place for the 24 teeth. Some teeth are bigger in size, so there is no place for them to grow, so they have removed. Next, protection of teeth. How we have to protect, because these are the very, very important organs. Along with the eyes, nose, along with the sense organs, these are also very, very important, so we have to protect them. We have to protect them. How we will protect? They have given here. I will read protection of teeth. Proper care of teeth is necessary for keeping them healthy and strong. When we eat food, teeny bits of food get stuck in the spaces between our teeth. If we do not remove the remaining food particles from teeth, germs start acting on them. These germs secrete acid juices in order to help themselves digest the food particles which are stuck between the teeth. These juices corrode the enamel of the teeth. Consequently, cavities are formed. These cavities grow bigger and deeper, and finally they reach the pulp. The tooth starts hatching, and sometimes these teeth become loose and thus fall off. Decaying teeth is also cause bad breath and indigestion. We should clean them regularly, otherwise germs can grow and form a sticky yellow layer called plaque. Proper brushing with a toothbrush, toothpaste and water can remove this plaque. So here how the teeth are get damaged. Proper care of teeth is necessary for keeping them healthy and strong. That means we have to take the care. When we eat the food, at the time of chewing, at the time of cutting, the small pieces, teeny bits, teeny means small bits of food get stuck in the spaces between our teeth. In between our teeth, there are some spaces. In between our teeth, there are some spaces. For some people, it is much bigger. For some people, it is very, very small. In that, the food will go unstuck. If we do not remove the remaining food particles, what will happen? There the germs will grow or the bacteria will grow to eat that food, because that food starts decaying. The food state got start decaying. In that the germs will grow. The germs or the bacteria will grow. That bacteria, germs that start acting on them, these germs secrete acid juices in order to help themselves digest the food particles which are stuck between the teeth. These germs, they will start secreting. Secreting means producing some acids. Some acids or juices. For what purpose? To digest that food. To digest that food. but that acid damages the enamel. That one damages the enamel. These juices corrode and the enamel of the teeth. Consequently, cavities are formed. That means this is damaged and we will get the tooth damaged, like the cavities, a black marks. If you see some children of LKG and UKG, they have black forms like this in the tooth. In the tooth, how this is the how they have formed. These cavities grow bigger and deeper and finally they reach the pulp. That means they reach this pulp and it will damage the whole the tooth. It will damage the whole tooth. The tooth start hatching and sometimes these teeth become loose and thus fall off. This will damage the root, everything, and this tooth will fall down or fall off. Decaying teeth also causes bad breath. Because of this decaying bacteria, everything, we get the bad smell from our body. That is bad breath from our mouth and indigestion also. Because along with what we are eating the food, along with that bacteria also enter our body. The decaying bacteria also enter our body. They also causes some diseases in our body. So we will get the indigestion. The food cannot digest properly. We should clean them regularly, otherwise germs can grow and form a sticky yellow layer. And also we have to brush them regularly, clean them regularly, otherwise the sticky yellow color, that is called as plaque. That is called as plaque, Plaque. Plaque will forms on the surface of the teeth. Like this yellow color will forms on the teeth. It also damages the tooth. Proper brushing with the toothbrush, toothpaste and water can remove this plaque. For that reason only early morning we have to brush it, and while before going to the sleep also you have to brush the tooth. Here they have given the dental care. Brush the teeth at least twice a day. I will read. Brush the teeth at least twice a day, once in the morning and once before going to bed. Rinse your mouth well after taking meals. Clean the tongue to remove germs. Germs attack our teeth and cause bad breath. Use a dental floss to clean between the teeth. Eat healthy food for teeth and gums. Eat fruits like apple without peeling their skin. Avoid having too many sweets, sugary snacks and soft drinks. Visit the dentist regularly for checkup. Taking calcium is very important for keeping teeth healthy and strong. We get it from milk, curd, cheese and other milk products. Eating salad protects our teeth from germs. We must chew fruits and salads as they improve blood flow in the gums. So this is about the dental care. I will explain one by one. Brush the teeth at least twice a day. That means in a day you have to brush them twice. Twice means 2 times a day. How many times? 2 times. How? When? Once in the morning and once before going to bed. Once in the morning and once before going to bed, because in the day full we are eating something and the flakes and everything are present. It will take 12 hours to wake up or 10 hours to wake up. At the time the germs will grow. For that reason only we have to brush them and clean the mouth. Rinse your mouth well after taking meals. That means after taking every meal, just take some water and make the rinsing and you should throw the water. Clean the tongue to remove germs. That means tongue also should be cleaned. Germs attack our teeth and cause bad breath. When some people are talking, not all the people, some people are talking, we feel the bad breath. That means bad smell from their mouth. That is due to some this teeth problem or their tongue problem. Use a dental floss to clean between the teeth. That means some type of instrument is coming to clean between the teeth. Dental floss. Eat healthy food for teeth and gums. Eat fruits like apple without peeling their skin. That means apple, everything you eat it as it is. That means don't peel the skin. Don't peel the skin. That means outer layer. Don't peel it and throw it. It is good for our teeth. Avoid eating too many sweets. sweets are very, very dangerous to our teeth. So don't eat sweets. For that reason only, the students who are, or the children who are eating so much of chocolate, their teeth are getting decaying or damaged. Sugary snacky and soft drinks. Sugary snacks means chocolates or some kobri mithai, what we call it as all the chocolates, and the sweets are called as sugary snacks, and also soft drinks, cold drinks. Don't drink them. Visit the dentist regularly for checkup. That means once in a 6 months or once in a year, you have to visit the dentist regularly. If it is possible, visit every month. Taking calcium is very, very important because this enamel as well as the dentin are made up of calcium and phosphorus. Okay, calcium is very, very important. It is rich in milk. It is rich in milk and milk products. Milk products like cheese, curd, butter. In that, so use them. See, they have given taking calcium is very, very important for keeping teeth healthy and strong. We get it from milk, curd, cheese, and other milk products. Eating salads protect our teeth from germs. Salads. That means salads we are eating. We must chew the fruits and salads as they improve blood flow in the gums. Chew the fruits. Fruits should be chewed as they improve the blood flow of blood in our gums. So this is about the dental care. This completes your chapter. Here they have given the fact file and let us summarize. I will read just 7 points are there. Chewing gives exercise to our gums and improves flow of blood inside them. Enamel is the hardest substance in our body. Enamel is the hardest substance in our body. Chewing, that means making grinding like this. You are chewing, no? That makes the exercise for the gums and also flowing of blood inside them. By the age of 3 years, about 20 teeth emerge. Emerge means grow. That means 3 years we have 20 teeth. We have 2 sets of teeth, primary and permanent. Primary teeth comes in the early stage and they will fall down. After that, the permanent teeth will grow. There are 4 types of tooth: incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. A tooth has 2 parts, root and crown. Root as well as the crown. This is the crown. A tooth has 2 parts, root and crown. Proper care of teeth must be taken for keeping them strongly and healthy. That means I have explained about the dental care that should be taken to protect the teeth. So this completes your lesson, the dental teeth and dental care. I hope you understand this very well. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. We will continue in the next class. Thank you very much.